Hello and welcome to Aliceland. My name is Alice and I welcome you to my show where we are learning how to live life happily, with peace and in joy. Today's topic is one again with the ego and the thought. The last show we were discussing that ego is really this illusionary separate self that we believe in our heads. Did you know that during the day we can think over 10,000 thoughts which are useless to our life? Yes, there are thoughts that are super important, like how to get home, or how to cook a meal, or how to do work in the office. Those are necessary thoughts. But how about the thoughts or the voice in our head telling us we are not good enough, we are not measuring up to the other, and so on? Now that I live in Prague, there are constant messages and propaganda all around me. At first, I was so overwhelmed and I was paying attention to them. And today, I have decided not to. I am just observer. I'm just looking at them. And the same thing is with my thoughts. Have you ever thought where your thought come from? Have you ever thought what is it that you are thinking about? I have talked about my way to be aware of my thought and how I was trying to control what I'm thinking about. And what I did is I had an elastic on my hand, and every so often, let's say every 2-3 minutes in the beginning when I was walking, I would bang that elastic so I would feel the pain. So there was a sensation, and I would ask myself, what is it that I'm thinking about? Are those thoughts important? I invite you to try that. And then when I was meditating, it was the most difficult thing to do. I would just go and the head would be spinning and going and crazy thinking, really. And that's what happens when we learn to meditate in the beginning. But trust me, if you stay on that path and take the 10-15 minutes a day and let the thought be just the cloud on the sky, and imagine and know that you are the sky and the thoughts are just floating back and forth and you letting them go, just like I am letting this paper fly. Don't pay any attention to them, and soon enough, within few weeks, the meditation will be peaceful and very relaxing. A lot of what have helped me a lot of time was affirmation. Affirmations are very important in the beginning, and it was almost impossible for me to believe, to say and repeat that I am beautiful, that I'm smart, that I'm capable, that I am powerful. And I would repeat these affirmations, and sometimes I would cry because I didn't want to believe them, because I have made mistakes in my life and I was feeling not deserving, or I was feeling I was not worth enough. And I was thinking, that's impossible. Yet there it is. I let the thought go, and suddenly, with this affirmation, I started looking at myself from a different perspective. And the deeper I would meditate, and the deeper I would question who I am, I would question what is it that stays the same and doesn't change. I knew that I was this conscious awareness that is behind every thought, every action, and every moment of this living. Suddenly, my life became such a joy, such a freedom, because my head was empty. Living with an empty mind is an incredible journey, because suddenly you are open to everything that is around you and you are part of it. So just looking at a tree or a flower for a few seconds, you become the flower. And it's just incredible beauty and peace and love that you feel within yourself. Many a nights I would spend thinking, this is impossible. I cannot do this. I cannot do that. I cannot be walking. Like at that time when the doctors were telling me on my wheelchair, maybe Mrs. Pesta, you are not going to be walking. Those were hard moments, very hard moments. But I was there thinking and saying, well, if everybody is walking, I'm going to be dancing. I'm going to dance through my life. And thanks to my children, Dominic and Nicole, and my husband Lou, who were so supportive and helping me to get back on my feet and taking first steps just like a baby. And that word impossible, can you see that word impossible? Look what I can do in just one apostrophe. The word impossible became I am possible. So if the thought comes, be careful if you start believing it. Because if you start believing one thought, then another thought is right behind the corner. And if it is a negative thought, the negative story in your head will start developing, and you will have many sleepless nights and many days that are full of suffering, pain, and misery. Those thoughts are not your thoughts. Let them go, let them be, and learn to sync the mind. Sync the mind to your heart, and let your heart become as big as heart can be, and start thinking through your heart. And through your heart, I am possible will happen. I hope that today's show will open your eyes and show you a new perspective on thinking. Yes, we are all addicted to thinking, and we are all addicted to I am this or I am that, and start comparing. Just see it and stop it right now and know that you are the miracle. You are the light. You are the love that is here. You are the consciousness. I will see you next week, and please, if you have any questions or anything that you would like to discuss further, come and write to me in the bottom of the show, and I will be more than happy to go deeper and answer anything that you would like to know. I wish you a beautiful week and healthy, happy living. May your days come with full of love and full of happiness, and believe that you are possible. So from my heart to your heart, I'll see you next week.